Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm back and I am here to talk about the full moon in Virgo, total lunar eclipse. It's also called a blood worm full moon. It's happening tomorrow, the 14th, and I believe that you can go out and see it visibly around 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. But yeah, this is going to be an intense time. It's going to bring some dramatic shifts. Like, we haven't had enough drama in the last 2 months. I think that we have already had enough. But it's going to continue, and it's going to be more intense because it's Virgo, and Virgos are known to be like, you gotta have it all together and perfect at the things that you do, meaning that everything has to be aligned, thought of, organized, detailed. And so it could bring about some worry and some anxieties if you don't kind of get a handle on that, right? So I'm just going to dive into it. I'm going to start with doing the elements, earth. I'm going to start with my Taurus, my Virgos, my Capricorns, and then for my water signs, I'm going to read the energies for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then I'm going to read into the energies of my fire signs, my Aries, Leo, Sagittarians, and then I'm going to do the air signs, my Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with my earth signs. What is the energy for this full moon in Virgo, total lunar eclipse? Again, eclipse energy lasts for about 6 months. These shifts can last about 6 months, and the energy of it will, I want to say, because it's so transformative or transformational, it can last for years. It can last for the next 5 to 10 years. Okay, these changes that you find yourself doing now. All right. We're also in Pisces season, so I feel already like my earth signs are trying to balance between like the mundane and the magical, making magic with the things that have been like, not so fun, or just be bold, make the first move. Your dreams need a practical plan. It's funny with the eclipse, if you plan too much, I feel like it's just gonna blow up, and you're gonna be forced to take baby steps. Let's dig a little bit further. Let's see what's going on with my Virgos, my Capricorns, and my Taurus. Be bold and make the first move. So this is definitely talking about like breaking out of the mundane, breaking out of just working to deal, it feels like. Okay, let's see. Knight of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Fool. I think this is talking about, you have an opportunity here to be very honest about what it is that you want in after a long period of like not being able to do something, like being stuck or having to tolerate with things that really don't vibe with you, so you're constantly needing to rest or take breaks from it, and then you try to find yourself, you know, wanting to begin again with a different level of truth, but then you got to get back to like working on yourself and not losing focus. So this eclipse is going to put you in a position to maybe think of like, how could you be more of service if you feel like things have gotten boring or mundane or a little like lost its flavor? Like, what could you do to be of service? How could you, I feel like a lot of Virgos, Taurus, and Capricorns are really trying to like get out of their head about financial independence, or bringing to light new ideas and creative projects. You know, it does feel like this is helping you to release the need to have a very specific plan, but just have a plan and then go with it. Maybe the plan is, I'm gonna get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and just see what comes out creatively, whether it's written, physical, you know, health wise. I don't know. It does feel like it's time to stir the pot a little bit on how things have been done, and how you can change it to be more fun and light. All right, so I'm just gonna go into a little bit more clarification. If this is work related, I really do feel like be careful with being like so tired of dealing with the same crap, then all of a sudden you say something that you can't take back, and then it changes the whole course of your future. You know what I mean? Like one of those things, like maybe I shouldn't have said that. Ooh, now the repercussions are going to feel like I got to deal with this for the next 6 months, possibly a year. So just be cautious on how we communicate. The sun in reverse. Oh no, the whole deck is reversed. So I'm just going to make this go reverse because I can do that. What situation in your life is bringing you warmth and happiness? It makes so much sense. It makes sense with, you know, be bold, make the first move. It makes sense with the Fool card, getting into a new energy of things, a way of communicating, taking baby steps, even though you know you can make a plan. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something that you can get out of your head about the way that you do it, whether you feel annoyed or frustrated or doubtful. Just get out of that. Just try to get out of it and just jump into something that you haven't done before, that's going to make you feel like, oh, this is a new experience. And then it comes down to doing it again. You got the Knight of Pentacles with service. So, you know, Knight of Pentacles. So again, also we're in Mercury retrograde. So we're going to be reanalyzing, rethinking, reprogramming, you know, renewing just the way that we do things. And maybe is asking you guys that it's okay to slow down to figure it out, and that, you know, you just want to feel good about it first. Okay. All right, that is my earth signs. Now let's move on to my water. My water are my Cancers, my Scorpios, and my Pisceans. We are in Pisces season, so all of us are feeling like a little more heightened intuition. You're feeling more in your wanting to mix things up and be more dual, like back and forth, or interconnect, or bring a community of people together. I feel like you're more in that zone, my water signs. I think connecting from people from the past is going to be a big thing. I believe we also had Venus in retrograde starting March 1st. So that talks a lot about people from the past coming back and wanting to redo something or have another conversation about things that might have went wrong in the last 3 to 6 months of the past. All right, so this is for my Cancer, my Scorpios, and my Pisceans. I feel like with my water signs, something just like, I felt like the Tower card, like some shit just blew up pretty bad. Like with the Tower card, just things, you know, they have to explode. You know, shit's cooked and overboiled, and not everybody gotta go, and we're gonna start from scratch, which might not always be a terrible thing. So let's just see. This is for my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisceans. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. step outside of your comfort zone, which is in reverse, and emotions are running high. So that can be a little challenging because you want to step out of your comfort zone, but then looks like because it's reverse, you're being blocked. And then in turn, your emotions are running high because you can't release what it is that you're blocked. Or you're being blocked with, or something that has stopped you from doing, from being comfortable. Maybe certain emotions, I felt like the Four of Cups have been withholding. You've been holding back, like giving love into a situation, work, personal. You're just holding back. But let's see, let's dig in. This is just what I'm energetically feeling with my Cancers, my Scorpios, and my Pisceans. So whatever it is, it does have you definitely closer to your spirituality. Maybe this time where you felt like you've had to walk away and take an emotional loss or take a loss, and had to go independent for a little while, could have helped you be more connected to your spiritual work, your intuition. You might be going back to or looking for someone who can help you, like a therapist. I love, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a great way to improve, your lifestyle. Spiritual practices, Reiki, even you could be booking tarot readings, intuitive readings to get more information on what's going on with your energy. Be careful with that because of retrogrades and these eclipses. Whereas there's so many fakes out here, there's so many scam artists out here, and they're also taking abuse to the spiritual community, which sucks because there's people like me who honestly want to like help people through these energies find themselves in a way that feels like the truth of life. You're gonna have some losses, negative things happen. There are fucked up people in this world that you have to deal with. But, how could we get to a place of self-sufficiency first and not, the Queen of Cups is an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I also look at this energy of someone who, regardless if they're in a partnership, in a marriage, they're self-sufficient. They have resources that they can call upon. They have financial abundance or security that they know that they can rely on. And they have a certain boundary that they are very much like, no, this is what I need to do for myself in order for me to fill my cup and give to something else. I'm going to get my hair done, my manicure. Like, these are the times I'm going to go meditate. Please do not knock on the door for 20 minutes. Like, these are the ways that I function, respect them. So that way, I can move on. I can walk away and feel like even though the Eight of Cups is walking away, this girl is walking into a clearer path. To Eight of Cups is emotions, is spiritual work, is, water is emotions. So they're there. They've been established, and there's nothing wrong with walking in a direction that makes you feel more clear, more at peace, more at calm. She looks calm. She feels like, okay, I have these cups, but I'm gonna turn my back on this for now in order for me to get to this place. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is some, like a spiritual leader, a guru, you know, a priest, a pastor, you know, it could be anything that is of higher consciousness, somebody who's done the work, somebody who not only has studied the work, but lives the work. And you need some info. You need some guidance. You need some connection to a higher consciousness, you know, and there's nothing wrong with going out and getting it and not having to apologize. The Knight of Pentacles. Again, this guy also is someone who's just taking his time. He is the slowest. This is a Taurus. Taurus are very slow when it comes to their emotions. When it comes to their work, boom, 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 it's done. But when it comes to their personal relationships, they take their time. They take their time. They're not going to be bullied. They're not going to be pushed into a situation. Same thing with Virgos and Capricorns. They're about their shit. And you come right or don't come at all, because this person's going to take their time. With the Ten of Cups, it shows me in the reverse that you're so close to having it. Here. It's here. Like, your happiness is here, but you really need to let go. This eclipse season with Mercury in retrograde and Venus in retrograde is going to make you feel like you might have to worry or overthink things because it's in reverse. But the truth is, you already have everything. You already have resources. You already have your health in good order, or on the way to feeling better. You know, there's a new study here. There's a new opportunity for you to take on new ways of settling with yourself. Something tells me writing, journaling, or learning a new language or a new something that help. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. There's something here. And let me just maybe do it like I usually do it with this deck. Let's see. Now this is for my Cancers, my Scorpio. Yeah, like I feel like there's going to be a new way of you doing things based upon, ooh, I don't like this. Needing to have boundaries. You know, what toxic relationships are still lingering in your life that are preventing you from starting new, starting fresh? You know, what is it that you can't let go of, or decision that you have to make that you're having a hard time making in order for you to feel true peace, true freedom from something? I do feel the energy of my water signs ready to I feel like you're waiting for an important message. You want to communicate an important message of experience, of your battles, of because the Five of Swords is a situation that is just, you've had to fight. You've had to fight. You've had to lift your swords, and you had to chop some people down, some ideas down. You know, I don't want to. Eight of Swords is more your own mind. Five of Swords is people around you, annoyances. You know, and it's not major, but it's enough to make you feel like, damn, do I have to repeat myself again? I really don't want to, you know. I wanna stay strong. Tower card, in my truth, but I there's some confusion here about how to release toxic behaviors. Maybe you don't even see that they're toxic just yet because of the level of constant communication, and you wish you didn't have to communicate so much all the time so you could get the clarity to hear yourself think. You know, I feel like that's important for my water signs, to have some sort of silence, some sort of quiet time in order to really get some answers. You know, maybe do some visualization work for a few minutes. And in that visualization work, see yourself being in a quiet space, calming your breath, you know, sitting deeper into, you know, the soul, you know, and of your seat, and grounding, seeing your feet grounded onto the earth, and having those moments of grounding. I feel like my water signs need to ground because their emotions are so high that if it doesn't have some sort of balance, if you don't make the kind of adjustments that you need to like, there's a part of me that feels like my water signs want to let somebody have it, but they know if they say one more thing that it is going to blow, and it's never going to be the same. You can't unring the bell, you can't unsee the thing. It's going to be a wrap. So you are trying your hardest to wheel it in. And I would advise that you do that because something tells me that if you do, whatever it is that's triggering you, it's going to find its way out anyway. You know what I mean? In a way that you didn't even expect, might be better than what you're thinking or hoping. You know what I mean? Like, let the universe do its thing. And the only way that the universe is going to do its thing is by proudly being emotionally intelligent and cool with the way things have gone down to get that clarity as that Hierophant. That is my water sign. I hope that helps. I just want to say now, please like, share, and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The more that you like and subscribe, the more viewership that I get, the more that I'll be here, because then I know that people are, you know, checking in, that this is resonating, that this is helpful. So I would really appreciate that. I love doing these readings. I love doing them one-on-one. Lily at mindfulbeauty.life until my website is back up and running where you can book. I'm going to create packages, and I'm just going to be better at doing the whole this thing. But let me know you're here. All right, we are going to move on to my fire signs, my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians. What's going on with my fire signs? My Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians, my fire signs. This eclipse feels very transformative in the sense for my fire signs to start something fresh, start something new. It feels good. This feels good. This feels very good, actually. All right. Oh, expect powerful change. You're very close to achieving your goal, and nothing yet is set in stone. I like that. It's mutable. I'm a mutable sign. We're in mutable energy right now with Virgo. Pisces is a mutable sign. Take time to breathe. Let the magic happen. I feel like my fire signs are, you know, at the precipice of something new, taking on new things, and they feel like that good energy, that good. I don't want to say anxiety, because anxiety is not great, but that good nervous system that's just like excited, and it's just like, all right, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. What we got today? What we got? What's happening? I do feel that. I also feel travel. Travel came up. Be careful. Mercury in retrograde could have some travel delays, but it does not mean that you shouldn't travel. It just means be prepared. You know, be prepared. Let's see. What's going on with my fire signs? My Aries, fire. My Aries, Leos, and my Sagis. Four of Wands. Knight of Cups. and the Queen of Wands. A little bit, because it's in the reverse, but I don't care because it's there. It's the energy. It's fire. It's like maybe this eclipse is gonna teach my fire signs that to, you know, like, show up, be there, be present, but I know when to go in and out, you know, because Pisces is, we're in Pisces energies, and you know when to sit down, like stand up, dance, be sexy, be hot, and then know when to be like, let me just sit down and chill for a minute, and then get back up, and then I give you a little bit more, and then I give no, and then, you know, like there's something about my fire signs that are about like, I'm creating this, I'm doing it with a little bit like more love and more excitement and more sexiness, I feel. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, yes, and the Hierophant. Guys, congratulations. I want to say that, and I hope that this eclipse season does help help you maybe eclipse out all the negative shit that has been accumulating over the last few years, and it's like, nah, that's it. I can't no more with the negativity. I won't accept it. Ace of Wands. Like, if this shit ain't coming sexy and right, don't come, because we on some other shit. We on some new shit. We sitting on top of the world. So I do feel travel here. I do feel that my fire signs might be the ones that have a good eclipse season, or, you know, they have paid a lot of karmic dues already. They've put a lot of work into picking themselves up, and they understand that the energy is required, the momentum is required, the rest is required, the balance between giving and taking is my Six of Coins, my Six of Pentacles. You know, who do I give my time to? Not just money, but time, people, work. How much of it do I give? What is your true value? And if you have been hiding from that, or uncertain of it, or allowing other peoples to determine that for you, this is the time for my fire signs to say, "Ya se acabó, no more." That means no more. It's done. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me how I want to live my life, how I want to have my relationships, my work, my health. The Four of Wands is the 1111 card. It's a master card. Like, my fire signs have come to a point where they have mastered their talents and their skills, and now they're ready to like have fun, get back into, you know, slowing down that energy, but balancing it out, watching it grow, believing, having faith, having, you know, a new opportunity that's going to come in a way that's like, I'm so tired of shit not working out. I'm so tired. And I'm done. And it's going to work out. That determination. And again, be flexible, because we are in these retrogrades. So Venus in retrograde, Venus is relationships, abundance, how we do things. It's not the best time to have major surgeries or face surgeries. I would say do your regular routines of facials. If you've been doing facials for months and it's time to get a facial, get a facial. But if your esthetician says, let's do microneedling, if you've never done microneedling, don't do it today. Don't do it this month. Wait until after April 15th. That's it. You know, if you get your hair cut and you usually just get a shape up, and your stylist says, let's go short. Don't go short. Just wait. Just be like, oh no, let's just shape up today, and then let's see what happens in a month or two. Same thing with plastic surgery. Like, if you had it planned, plastic surgery, let's just move on. I don't want to give that like a big, you know, if you can postpone it, postpone it. If you can't, and you booked it months ago, and it's the same people on board, your doctor's not, you know, scheduling. If he pushes back, beautiful. You know what I mean? There's no one taking his spot, like none of that. Those things. Oh, let me ask and get the last couple energies here for my fire signs for this full moon, Virgo, Piscean season. The star. I'm so happy for you guys. Whatever needs to heal in order for you to realize your deepest desires. Let's do it. Let's heal it. The Magician. You got what it takes, peoples. My fire signs, my Aries, my Leos, and my Sag. You got what it takes. You got the wand. You got that fire energy. You got the energy. Yeah, and go. Let's go. You got the water. You got the emotions in check. You've had some sort of revelation on how to be like, maybe I'm not gonna let this person piss me off today. You got the sword. You got everything. You got the earth. You know, you got your foot on the ground. This Magician has their arm up, celebrating, connecting with the universe. Like, I love the Magician and the Star together. These are two major arcana cards. These are big time for you. These are big. The King of Pentacles. The Four of Wands also speaks of marriage and relationships. So with Eclipse season, either you're going to be done with that relationship and that marriage, which in this case, it feels like for my fire signs, it's okay. I think that it was a long time coming and you've done a lot of healing work, the Star card, in order for you to accept this new beginning, and you feel confident that you have more life to live, you have more relationships to enjoy. And for my fire signs who have been single for years and haven't wanted to be in a relationship, but maybe you're reconsidering it, this could be an opportunity for you to meet someone that could be a part of a very long-term relationship, because you know, one thing could be going and another thing can be coming in that could be, you know, even a relationship with a teacher, or a partnership, a new partnership with work can come in, and this time could really help you with letting go of any negative self-talk about your talents or your worthiness. This could be the time where you really say, I'm going to get the money that I deserve. I've put in the time. I know what I'm doing. I'm worth it. I'm going to charge this amount of money and you're going to get it, you know? So congratulations. The Queen of Wands is in the bottom of the deck. Like, this could be a new relationship. You could meet while traveling, miss your flight, that person. You could get into partnership with someone and then meet that partner's person, and then next thing you know, you're in a relationship. This is a couple. This is a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. It doesn't have to be. It could just be that person, that person that's embodying earth energy, that's grounded and secure and abundant. And my Queen of Wands, which is your Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius. You showed up in your own reading twice. Oh, twice, baby, because you showed up in the first deck, even though it showed up reversed, you're there, and now you're showing up upright. So again, wepa to my fire signs. Very excited for you guys. I want to hang out with you. I love Saggies. I do. I love the fun, the lightness that they put into things, and you know, sometimes a lot of people think of them and they'll be like, I wish they would be more serious. But that seriousness is there, but it comes with a coat of silliness, a coat of humor, a coat of playfulness, you know? Just to, like, this is the work and this is that. All right, so now my air signs. My air signs are my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. We got Pluto and Aquarius now for the next 20-something years. It's bringing about powerful changes with invention, technology. Aquarius, time to release negative energy. Look at the bigger picture. Your hard work is paying off. Hold on to your vision. You're good enough. I took all of them because they all fell out. I wasn't really going to take more than 3, but here we go. Time to release negative energy. I really do feel that. I feel like my air signs are a little rattled. They're a little electricidad. They're a little bit like nah, and or have been and are tired of being that way. And it's time to look at the work you've put into a situation or several situations in order for you to calm down now. Relax a little bit more into knowing that as long as you can hold on to your goals and your dreams and focus on feeling good, then you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. This does feel, even though my air signs are air is the mental thoughts, and we're Mercury retrograde, it could be that it's time to release negative energy. Full moon in Scorpio. It does feel like my air signs have had trouble with getting out of their head. Certain repeat thoughts is not gonna help a situation get better. It's just gonna bring about the same energy. You know, what you think about, you bring about. So think about all the hard work that you've done to get to where you are. Think about how good it feels to be committed to feeling good. Whatever it is, you know. Think about how good you feel for the work that you do in holding other people down. You know, I get that because my air signs are people connectors. They're my people connectors. They always have a community of people that they love to, you know, be a part of or create. So there's something about you being a little overwhelmed about it, and this lunar eclipse could bring about a shakeup in, if you don't get out of your head of repeating the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again, it's not going to be good. You guys are, you know, you rule the mind, and you guys are geniuses, and you know, sometimes a lot of geniuses, we know, don't always have the greatest outcomes because of overthinking. So be careful. You know, you guys could be suffering through migraines. You guys, you know, this lunar eclipse, this moon energy being so strong can make you feel and think like, and then in Pisces can make you super psychic and feel like, am I reading this person's thoughts? Am I picking up this person's, is she about to, did she just say what I thought she was gonna say? You know, things like that. Like you're gonna feel very vivid dreams, and you know, if you can, write them down, look them up. They'll have messages for you about how you're handling your day-to-day life, because that's what the dreams do. They help you give clues to the unconscious, the subconscious part of you that needs tweaking, or they could be warnings. I do see that I like it. Work is on the brain. There is a collaboration here, and there is some sort of judgment, justice being served here. So Yay to my air signs who have been waiting on some sort of answer to work. Feels like there's going to be some sort of change here. It's been bothering you, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is just a change in ways that certain people don't agree with, and you have to deal with the annoyances of getting them on board. So it's not the end of the world. It's just egos are just hard at play here, and you're gonna have to cut some things down, cut time, you know, and give how much time are you giving to a conversation? If a conversation about a certain incident that went wrong is going on for more than 45 minutes because that other person is redundant and repeating the same thing, find a way to get out of that conversation, because it's going to drain the shit out of you. And you know, politely be like, thank you, and move on out. Move on. And get to, you know, the Piscean energy is the highest priest, is the knowing, is, you know, behind the veil, behind the facade, you know, under the, you know, surface of things, there is real wisdom, real connection, real knowledge to a certain situation. But the healing doesn't stop. The healing doesn't stop. The Star card, you know, I love the Star card because it talks about, you know, getting to a place where you can show yourself and others the real you because you've done the healing work. Or it can continue talking about the nine, based on the Nine of Swords. I don't like that. But it is a balance between, I said balance and didn't even realize that I took out the Six of Cups, coins, pentacles, that in this, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, these annoyances, the things that keep you up at night, that you're repeating in your mind, back to this, releasing the negative energy that comes upon you at night. You know, maybe change up your routine, and instead of just shutting the TV off or putting the phone down, maybe journal, maybe read, maybe drink tea, maybe meditate, maybe do visualization work, maybe do breath work, maybe do something you just never done before and stretch. You know, do some stretching poses, and do your skincare routine differently, add a mask in, something that could help you balance out all of these thoughts. A lot of them unnecessary, a lot of them just not gonna do you well. I definitely feel someone who has all the info, all the right info. They're right in something, but won't allow for proper communication, slowing down, and then it turns into another issue. You know what I mean? It's like a cycle. Like, because I didn't let this sit and breathe, we've layered on another issue, and now there's another problem, and there's another problem. So this problem's not even solved, and now it's escalating, and now it's escalating to this, and then, you know, you wake up and you realize you didn't get any sleep, and now you got to figure out how you're gonna have the energy for the day, that kind of a thing. You know what I mean? I'm really getting that my air signs need to get real about giving attention to things that are gonna help them really solve an issue, so that they can, the Queen of Wands, they can get back to getting rest, having more security in themselves, and bringing enjoyment, like a passion. Like I feel like my air signs have been through such seriousness of life that there's no fun, there's no sexy, there's no sex, maybe even there's no the star. You got it twice after the Four of Swords. You know, you're very close to having a healing that will last you, that will get you back to grounded, and it'll last, it'll be ongoing for you. You're at the tip of something where there's like one more, you did 7, you have modules to a program and you need 3 more in order for you to complete it, and then you'll be done, and that's it. You're never going to have to deal with a certain issue again. You can kind of walk through that door with this like lightweight clarity, you know, and sense of like, oh damn, I'm glad that I held on to my vision, but I also learned how to heal and enjoy myself along the way. You know what I mean? That it wasn't just all one thing, you know, like Libras, the scales. With the scales, if you give too much attention to one thing, you know, the scales dip down, one goes up. You know, if you're constantly trying to figure out how to balance yourself, let go of the thoughts, the repeated, the habitual, ongoing thoughts, and the layers upon which they're happening. I feel like you're going down the rabbit hole. Just chill. Pause. Put the brakes on it. Stop. Listen to, I love Mel Robbins, the 5-second rule. You know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you just move away. It stops you. Look that up. I think, you know, it's helped me with sugar. I will count and then I'll just put it down and walk away. It helped me with not buying things I knew I didn't need. Like I then started visiting things, and then when it was time for me to get to the counter and pay for it, I was just like, 5, 4, 3, walk away. I saved money, and then I realized later I didn't really need that, or I went back and saw it again. It's just like it didn't have the same appeal. So it's the same thing here. My air signs, you know, when you something that you're coming out of, you're gonna look back and go, why did I give it that much time? If I didn't give it that much energy, I would have not been in that situation. And who cares, right? Because what's done is done, but grow from it, learn from it, don't do it anymore. You know what I mean? Like, don't put yourself in that situation you were in 6 months ago. Now it's like you're in the clear and it was hard as fuck to get there. Stay clear. Move in the energy of, you know, that Piscean energy. Like, swim away now. Start a new path. You know, get around some new people. Create a new community. Bring in, you know, new people into the community you had started before. It's, you know, so you could switch it up and add flavor in ways that you didn't know you could. Things like that. You know what I mean? All right. I love this for you, air signs. It was a little difficult because I feel like my air signs have been through some challenges, if it's not with like money, with serious like breakups and relationships, or real confusions about the people around you and how to communicate with them, being fed up on how communication was happening. But now you realize, okay, well, I'm tired of being tired with communicating with these people, so now I have to look into something different and learn a new way of communicating that I never knew before. And fine, you know what I mean? I feel that kind of energy as well. Like, all right, I'm gonna let this person into my house, or I'm gonna go to this therapist, or I'm gonna take this financial advice, or I'm gonna go on this date. But you know, I feel that kind of energy. I'm gonna do this show. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And just be careful with that, because when we're in these lunar eclipses and these retrogrades, we don't have a lot of, we never really have a lot of control. but we can take the steps to give us good guidance. The rest is having faith in the universe that, you know, you're protected and you're blessed to keep going. You know, keep showing up, you know, and, you know, keep coming, keep finding ways to, I think the era that we're going in now is like having really firm, high boundaries with service, love. I know that's a little difficult because there's some ugly shit going on around here in this world, and evil. And, you know, a lot of people are just like, how could I forgive that person? How could I, you know, just understand why people are so evil? And some of us may never understand, but then it is our individual jobs to steer away from it, learn a lesson from it. You know, if there's one thing that you can walk away with, it's just like, you know, you never want to be that dark, and you know that you never want that darkness around you, and so you have to elevate your own energy and protect it. You know, I used to see that graffiti on the street, protect your energy, a lot when I was in New York, and now even here in Miami I've seen it, and I was just to be like, why? You know, like, my heart is pure, and, you know, like, I don't want to just always be guarded. But I get it now. Not everybody deserves your energy, your love, your time, and you really have to be cautious, because life is so precious and fragile. Who you give your time to, and how you spend your time, how you do your day-to-day activities. You know, are you doing it with anger and frustration and annoyance and like, ugh, or are you doing it with like service, like, this is a new day, I'm gonna have a new attitude about this. What could I learn that, you know, what didn't know earlier, now I know that help me be better at a certain thing. How could I show up in ways that I'm so uncomfortable, but my intention is to help, you know, like those things. So anyway, I'm going into an hour now with this, and it's probably the longest video I've done. I haven't been here since probably a month. March is a big energy with so many transformative transits. So tongue-tie. You know, with the Mercury in retrograde, with the Venus in retrograde, with the eclipses, with the full moon. I mean, you name it. There's so many things going on. That I really do wish you guys well, peace, good health. And if you want a personal reading, go down to my link or my email, lily@mindfulbeauty.life, or subscribe, because I said the more that people view and subscribe and hang out here, the more videos I'll do. You know, I hope this was helpful, and till next time, bye.